This is TechCrunch.
CES 2025 officially got underway today in Las Vegas. TechCrunch is covering all the reveals and unveils, so check out TechCrunch.com for the latest. Here are a few things that people are talking about today to be on the lookout for in the near future. As Peacock continues to trail behind major players in the entertainment industry like Netflix, TikTok, and YouTube, the streaming service is adopting strategies similar to its rivals with two new initiatives: mini games and a short-form vertical video feed. The company previewed those experiments at the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas on Monday. Well, starting this month, Peacock will begin piloting the new features on its iOS and Android apps before a broader rollout later this spring. During the initial testing phase, a company spokesperson told TechCrunch that some users will see both the games and the vertical video playlists, whereas some will see one or the other, and some will see neither. The platform is likely trying to keep pace with other major streaming services as it faces challenges in subscriber growth. Peacock lags significantly with only 36 million subscribers compared to Netflix's impressive 282 million. Since introducing its gaming division back in 2021, Netflix has launched over 120 games. YouTube and Sling TV have also rolled out free gaming offerings to compete. Peacock is currently testing 5 games: Daily Sort, Daily Swap, Predictions, What The, and Ven. These games aim to enhance fan involvement with the most popular titles as they offer gameplay influenced by TV shows and sports programming. Linking games to popular IP is a smart move as it attracts players who are interested in those titles. For example, with Ven, players sort items into the appropriate circles based on a daily theme that relates to episodes of shows like Below Deck. The Predictions game allows users to predict the outcomes of specific shows and sporting events, enabling them to return later and see how accurate their guesses were. Meanwhile, the streaming platform is also testing new curated vertical video playlists, which will feature short clips from Peacock's entire library, such as TV shows, movies, sports, and news. These will be updated daily and weekly, with many clips debuting exclusively on the app. Users can tap on the clips to be directed to the respective show's page, making it easy to jump in and watch. As the potential TikTok ban looms and users grapple with shorter attention spans, Peacock's vertical video playlists could become a popular feature for viewers seeking quick entertainment. The latest test takes after Tubi, the Fox-owned free ad-supported streaming service, which also embraced short-form video with its new feature called Scenes. Also at CES, Reddit unveiled new trends tools aimed at businesses and a new ad format for its Ask Me Anything Q&A sessions. The announcements came after a record fiscal quarter for Reddit. In Q3 of last year, the social network reported over 100 million daily active users for the first time, marking a 47% uptick from the previous year. Reddit also notched 68% year-over-year revenue growth, eclipsing $348 million and achieving profitability. Reddit's free suite of tools for brands, Reddit Pro, is getting Reddit Pro Trends, which allows companies to see what Reddit users are discussing about virtually anything on Reddit. Housed within a new Trends tab on the Reddit Pro menu, businesses can track keywords or phrases like a brand name, product name, category, and viral trends to see when, where, and how Redditors are chatting about it in real time. For around 100,000 smart keywords and phrases, businesses can see a visualization of Reddit conversation volume, a list of communities mentioning the keyword or phrase, a feed of conversations with the keyword or phrase, and soon a list of related keywords. Elsewhere, Reddit is introducing Ask Me Anything ads, a new way to share AMAs across Reddit. AMAs being Reddit's Q&A format that lets subject matter experts answer questions from Reddit users. Businesses can now promote AMA sessions directly from Reddit's ad dashboard. and see the number of RSVPs for a particular event. Reddit has been laser focused on growth since its initial public offering last spring. In September, the platform brought AI-powered translation to dozens of new territories, and in November, Reddit said it would increase its presence in international markets like the UK, India, Brazil, and the Philippines. The U.S. still accounts for 83% of Reddit's total revenue, per its Q3 results. Reddit COO Jen Wong told CNBC in a recent interview that the company plans to expand its local advertising to other countries in the near future. Since we're talking about social networks, as a part of a significant overhaul of its content moderation policies announced on Tuesday, Meta admitted that its approach to limiting political content across its platforms had been pretty blunt and would now be addressed. The company said it would once again phase in political content into Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, allowing people who want political content in their feeds to see more of it. The amount of political content on Meta's apps has been reduced since 2021. Meta noted in a blog post based on user feedback that they wanted to see less of this content in their feeds. However, the changes to limit proactive recommendations on Instagram's apps went live just last year. Meta's early 2024 decision to stop proactively recommending political content to users on Instagram and Threads, a move it made in a critical presidential election year for the U.S., let's remember, was met with both user and creator backlash. Hundreds of creators signed an open letter in April that argued the decision to limit political content should be one that's opt-in instead of being switched on by default. Creators were particularly concerned about how Meta would determine which content was political. Instagram's definition describes the content as anything related to laws, elections, or social topics, which they said would limit the reach of conversations around things like climate change, gun control, and reproductive rights, among other things. They were also worried about how these changes would limit their reach and ability to reach new audiences, which would have a direct impact on their ability to grow their personal brand and, therefore, their income. Users, meanwhile, felt that Meta's changes to how political content was being surfaced was suppressing their voice across social media. It also did not help that a bug later appeared to once again suppress political content by reverting users' settings back to the default, which would limit political content from those they did not follow. Despite these changes, there continues to be a clear demand for politics in users' feeds, especially on Threads, where political content would often dominate the trends section. Meta explained how it would make changes to political content in users' feeds, saying that it would take a more personalized approach going forward. For starters, it would take civic content from people and pages you follow on Facebook and treat it more like any other content in your feed, meaning ranking it and displaying based on both explicit and implicit signals, like how many users liked a post or viewed it. The company said it would also recommend more political content to people based on these personalized signals and would expand the options people have to control how much content they see. The latter indicates that Meta will implement specific controls users could toggle within their settings. It's not clear how Meta will advertise to users when and where these controls would become available. That's it for now. For more on CES 2025 and other tech news, check out TechCrunch.com.